It was 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve when the snow slammed against my windshield. As I pulled into my parents' driveway, their Christmas tree burned bright through the front window. My kids bounced in the back seat. Leia, 7, clutched the glittery card she'd made for Grandma like it was priceless. Evan, 5, hugged his stuffed fox and whispered, "Santa comes here too, right?" Inside, the air smelled like cinnamon and pine. My mother's hug was brief. My father lifted his glass in a silent nod. My sister Kara lounged on the couch with a glass of wine, while her daughter June was already under the tree, ripping open gifts like it was a race. A tablet lit up in her hands, then headphones. Wrapping paper flew. She never looked up. Leia skipped over and tugged gently at my mother's sleeve. "Grandma?" she asked, polite and hopeful. "Where are ours?" My mother didn't look at her. Her eyes slid past me to the other adults. "Your children aren't important enough for gifts this year," she said, flat and final. Evan's face collapsed. Leia froze, her card bending. In her fist, as silent tears filled her eyes. Kara smiled. "Seriously," she said. "Why waste money on kids without a dad?" Evan's sob broke loose, loud and raw. Leia's tears followed, quiet and steady. No one moved. Christmas music kept insisting everything was joyful. I knelt and pulled my kids into me, feeling them shake. I swallowed every word that might have begged. Then I stood, walked into the hallway by the coat closet and pulled out my phone. I opened my favorites and stopped on one name I'd saved for emergencies. Ria, trust office. My thumb hovered. Everyone waited to see what I'd do. I tapped call. Ria answered on the first ring. "Sadie, I'm here." I walked back into the living room so they could all hear. Evan's crying had softened into hiccups against my shoulder. Leia held my wrist like it was the only solid thing left. Kara watched with a smug look that said I'd fooled. My mother stood stiff, already preparing to blame me. I raised the phone and said the 4 words I practice all week: cancel every transfer now. The fire popped loud in the silence. Ria didn't pause. All outgoing distributions. Yes. Marlene's, Gordon's, and Kara's. I kept my eyes on my mother. Effective immediately. My father froze mid-sip. "What transfers?" he asked, his voice thin, his face giving him away. I opened my banking app and turned the screen toward them. Lines of payments filled a trough. Repairs, furnace work, taxes, medical bills, June's tuition, month after month. All paid from the trust my late husband set up for Leia and Evan, with me as trustee. My mother's mouth opened but no sound came out. "We thought it was help." "It was," I said calmly. "Mine?" Kara jumped to her feet. "You can't do this." "June's school." "Tell them what you told my kids," I said evenly. "That some children matter more." Ria's voice came through the phone. "I'll send written confirmation within 48 hours. Do it," I said and ended the call. My mother reached for my sleeve. I stepped back, slid Leia's crushed card into my coat pocket and looked at my kids. "Shoes on," I said. "We're leaving." We stepped back into the storm, the porch light shrinking behind us, and for the first time that night, I could breathe. The drive home was slow, the wipers fighting the whiteout. Evan fell asleep first, his cheek pressed into his fox, his hiccups fading into soft breaths. Leia stayed awake, quiet and tense, staring at the glitter stuck to her fingers. At home, I peeled off wet coats, made cocoa, and sat at the kitchen table with my laptop open. Ria's email was already there. Transfer stopped, letters scheduled. I didn't feel satisfaction. I just kept moving. I learned grief leaves a bitter aftertaste, and tonight my kids needed something sweet. At 12:17 a.m., I logged into the bank portal and found the reverse mortgage renewal I'd signed years earlier. To keep my parents in that house, I clicked decline to renew. A warning flashed. Balance due. Foreclosure timeline begins. I clicked proceed. My hand only shook after it was done. Christmas morning. My phone exploded with calls. My mother crying, my father yelling, Kara begging for June. I silenced it, turned the phone face down, and pulled out the stockings I'd hidden behind a laundry basket. Evan squealed over a Lego set. Leia laughed when a snow globe spilled glitter, just like her card had. She looked at me, small and uncertain. "Are we still loved?" I knelt and brushed her hair back. "More than anything," I said. And I meant it so deeply it hurt. By New Year's, the begging turned into accusations. By March, a thin envelope read apologies in shaky handwriting, promises, requests to see the kids just once. I read it on the porch while my children built a crooked snowman in the yard. I felt nothing that needed a reply. That night, we hung Leia's card in the center of our own tree, and for the first time, our house truly smelled like peace.